Gentleman yields. The gentleman from Texas, Mr. Green, the ranking member of Oversight and Investigations, is now recognized for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. And friends, for reasons that I shall not announce, I believe the chairman to be an honorable person, and I want to make that a part of the record today. Mr. Begg, are there people in this country who engage in invidious discrimination when it comes to housing?
Yes.
And do these people engage in a form of invidious discrimination that would deny a person access to housing because of color?
Yes.
And is there a department within HUD that deals with this invidious discrimination?
Yes, the Office of Fair Housing and Equal Opportunity.
And have you heard, sir, that there is a possibility of substantial cuts in personnel in this department?
Yes. Have
you heard a number, sir?
I've seen the reporting, and I think it was mentioned earlier in the hearing, 77% was a possibility.
And if 77% of the persons charged with enforcement are removed from their positions, what would this portend for people who are seeking housing without being discriminated against?
Well, we discussed the already strained capacity in that office earlier, so a significant cut could increase the strain on capacity. What we would want to see in a plan is how HUD plans to account for that reduced staff. What other tools or alternatives would it use to prevent the capacity from going too low that it can't perform its programmatic function?
You mentioned a plan. Have you been presented a plan?
I have not.
If I wanted to know the plan, would it be judicious to ask you or Mr. Musk, if I assume that one of you has knowledge of the plan, which of you would be better to answer the question about the plan?
Well, HUD's in the best position to answer what's in its plan, and it's my understanding that the plan has not been finalized in many respects yet.
But if I wanted to know the plan that Mr. Musk has that you have not been given, would it be better to ask you or Mr. Musk?
I wouldn't be able to speak to the plan, so I believe Mr. Musk.
And if I want to know about the cuts that he has in mind, would it be better to have you tell me or Mr. Musk?
I think the same answer applies, sir.
I think you're right, sir. And I ask the question because it's my belief that Mr. Musk should be here to talk about the cuts. There's more involved in this than technology. We're talking about laying people off in significant numbers. And I don't think you're in a position to tell us what Mr. Musk plans to do with reference to these layoffs. I contend that he should come before this committee. There has been some indication that you should be here or some person in your position should be here on an annual basis. Well, if Mr. Musk is a temporary employee, he's only going to be on the job about 130 days max, and then maybe he'll be reinstated at a later time. But it would seem to me that that temporary employee who has this awesome amount of authority, he ought to come and sit in that seat and explain what he plans to do to the lives of these people. I don't ask you to answer anything in response to that or make any comment. I'm just concerned about the way we're doing business. I am. I'm concerned about how we are literally abdicating our responsibility. I'm concerned about the country. We should know that a democracy, a republic, if you will, but a democracy, this is a methodology about which you can get people in office. Democracy is not inexpugnable. It's not invictus. A democracy is a work in progress. And every time we allow a chipping away, we are diminishing some aspect of our democracy. The democratic way to deal with this would be to have Mr. Musk come before the committee. He knows the answers. And I yield back, and I thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Gentleman yields back.